Let's not go shopping for drugs either. I feel like I should be trying to do my job. Hello, welcome back to the city of Revachol, where dead guy's still dead, people are still on strike, and this week I'm talking at you around a sore tooth. So, if I sound a little weird, it'll be that, or the groovy painkillers. Let's take a little squint at our journal and find out what we're doing. Right, yes. We need to replace a lost bull. Why don't we start out by investigating the pawn shop? Maybe we'll be able to get a replacement bull. No, we don't seem to be able to investigate anything but the clothes. Oh, hang on.
You
What
see
do we got
rows
here?
of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Who?
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
Oh, that told me not a great deal.
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
I don't think
He
so.
lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Right, but there doesn't seem to be anything else here I can look at. Oh wait, what's up there?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says, Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
I'm going to leave it there.
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
Well, I cannot figure out any way of asking him about sporting supplies.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard, he's probably on Parolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
The roller what now?
A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. I'm not a
Let's not.
officer.
Let's not go shopping for drugs either. I feel like I should be trying to do my job. This on the wall here. Wednesday 7:15.
couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Maybe it's fixable.
This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Gotta give it a
Pull
try.
the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Yes, there was. Alright. I didn't realise I had bat vision. What are you? Yeah, we'll take you. Take you. What's so many things just lying around to be discovered by an enterprising copper with light fingers. Okay. Close the water lock on Wednesday, we know. Where haven't we been? We need some way of putting over our authority on Titus Hardy. And let's just visit the tear machine a second.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Assigns your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying.
There we go. I don't need to be holding bolt cutters everywhere I go. Wrong button. Right. Interrogate the drivers about the smuggling. Oh, I thought we'd interrogated all the drivers about the smuggling.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I think done with him. Oh god, the fat racist. Right.
Looking for something, Rod? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Isn't it obvious? Fucking hey, the Samaran guy just follows us.
We've
Yes.
Looks like
done this.
offended your part. He's tried.
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess so.
Yeah, we've been through all that. We visited Selang. Oh, hey, there's some money on the floor there. Thanks, Kim.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What are we going to find?
Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
See what kind of
Driver
stickers.
has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Oh, this is the Gammon's truck.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays. The
What
back
about the
end of
back
the
seat?
cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is likely, yes.
Yeah.
This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Maybe we'll get some other conversation options with him.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Yeah, we are done. It's a shame I couldn't find anything to bang him up for. Yeah, I totally didn't realise there was that highlight interactable things button.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
No, thank you. I think I'll stick with the pair I've got. This is all just your stock.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
No, again, I'll pass.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Alright. Right, let's go back up to the boat for a chat with the company woman. Well, I checked out that. Oh, hang on. There's things to look at here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Yes, yes it is.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice, gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
What about this one?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking at
Yes,
why
yes.
place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty.
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
Yeah, I can tell.
They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. I suspect it was Evrard Skle's doing. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer,
Let's
step,
turn the knob.
lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows.
That sounds lovely.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Alright. Oh, lots of searchable stuff here. This over here. Some sort of hatch. Alright. Well, we don't have a lot of places that we can go or people that we can talk to.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? On the contrary, officer. There are yet camioners you have not talked to. And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange if Wild Pines didn't have eyes on the harbor.
They must have someone in an overlook position, near the gates.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
Okay.
This reality.
Related to the medical episode.
Yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you could clear that up for
Don't
us.
be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
Yeah, that's no big problem, is it, Kim?
We may be here a while then. Ask
All
away,
right.
officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
What
These
times
are-
are these?
Unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Ah, yes. Too late to explore the world, too early to explore space, or however it goes.
For the
Just
big
in time for all this.
The revolution.
Ah, the revolution, yes.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
That is a word.
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing, intraspecies warfare. No, I would say the apes were neutral. On the other hand,
Neutral. Who got shot in the
those would be
head?
the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution.
That's a lot.
They all got shot in the head.
That is quite a lot.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Yeah, that sounds like something they'd do.
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Well, we're getting some lovely insights into history.
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew.
Oh.
The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Okay.
About head shooting.
Who got the mineral
Who's got the
rights?
mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
And by liberals.
Are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
I don't think she's talking about a flower arrangement.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well. They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Yes, yes. You were very keen on telling us about all the people getting shot in the head.
We. She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Oh. Now we're getting a bit political.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
I can get behind not shooting people in the head.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
Thank you, physical instrument.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
Right, when was the
End
kerfuffle?
of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
Okay, yes, I get you.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Oh, who
It
started
wasn't
it?
a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the
Ooh,
authorities
nasty.
in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
And what did it
Made
do?
people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Well, where did it
Revachol
spread from
and
there?
Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end. Why?
Okay, next.
You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Thrilling.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
I might have a boat.
But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Oh,
The city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
ah yes, the friendly local jackboot, etc., etc.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
Elf boy. Okay, coppers have hilarious
The zone of
nicknames.
control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Alright, what happened everywhere else?
They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
Oh great, we are a proper backwater then.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Time flies.
What have we been doing
The
all this time?
20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to 19 was simply hell.
This sounds like such a lovely place.
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
I don't know, that sounds like getting worse.
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s...
Ah, that sounds more like the
bold splash,
the
and
banking
peace and
sector I
quiet,
know.
you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
I've leveled up.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
What would you have done
Question.
differently?
What would you have done differently?
A cold creeps up your spine, reaching its tendrils up your neck, toward the back of your head.
Come on, Shivers.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
Okay, maybe it had
The
to happen.
wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The charge dissipates into the dark water. All is quiet on the Martinez Inlet. A dog barks. A gunshot echoes off the walls of some distant building. A woman's voice.
Always.
Always. That's the can't-do attitude that truly defines late modernity. You may prove a modern man yet.
I don't think that was a compliment.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the
Thanks for the disclaimer, Kim.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
Yeah, better you tell her, because I don't have a clue.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable.
Well, let's talk
They
about
picked
what
the winning
I'm...
side. That's why they're here, and others are not. Perhaps
lucky.
it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
I think she may be talking
I
figuratively.
would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
Okay, well, I think
They
that's
are
about
what they
enough of
are.
that.
Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Yeah, go on.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Wasn't
I am
expecting
an
that.
ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
I have to pick the funniest one.
Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
Well, you seem to be doing fairly well for yourself out of it, considering the whole boat issue.
I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
No,
In her green eyes you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
I do hope so. I hope we're able to remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you.
yes, but I'm mostly interested in the hands that strung up the body by the whirling in
When
rags.
the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
You've done something
Respect
differently.
to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery.
While a gentle wind sweeps the streets in the rebuilt east.
Yes, yes,
lights
this is all
in
very nice
Washington
and everything.
Lights go up and motor carriages circulate.
I'm just trying to get through these
I
conversations
would
so I
not
can
have
move the
relinquished
game along.
sovereignty to the coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Oh,
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. And
Yes, I
Patriot.
suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, man.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife.
what is this?
We return to reality.
Yes, you said I'm a cute something or other.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
I need to get some vitamins. Rose. booze.
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Definitely the booze.
Slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Electrochemistry, please.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
A bird?
What is this?
A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
Is that this street by any
A
chance?
pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A
Okay.
and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
I mean, that's a tall building in a lot of places.
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Okay, yep. I can see how that might have damaged property prices.
Splat, splat.
Hello, Cindy.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat. in a
I
sort
don't
of
think I'm wrong.
Wonderful. The
What
girl
is
in
that?
the old lady rags
Yes.
looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture.
Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated.
That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat, all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
Oof.
All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
And what would that be?
Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabbled in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory.
Okay, what about
Nothing
cock?
infra about disco, baby. Be my guest. We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour.
Yes.
North of the 881 and Jamrock.
Be nice if I could walk around a bit more of it.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year. I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
You're an officer of the RCM.
That would be me, yes.
Preciso mundo. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
I think we've covered this before.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
De facto.
That means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Just in case those morale damages creep on you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help.
Oh, thank
Proud
you.
to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? You have.
Clever art.
And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Not very much.
Finally, time to choose sides.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it.
Yes,
Fantastic.
yes.
Worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
Yes. This is Everard.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
I've been promoted to unusual colleague.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I'm sure it would.
She'll like you for it.
He asked me
Sounds
to
like he has you
deliver an
running errands,
errand.
Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it? Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. He's probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another. Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not. Not openly.
Everyone.
It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats, like reavers. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in 08.
Heretical.
Imagine. A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidated...
I'm sorry, again, you're not giving me some very good conversational options.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information? A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Oh my. A real door.
Yes. But he already have the keys.
Does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
Of
Was
course.
nothing.
The RCM has the right to inspect any premises. How else would you catch the bad guys?
Well, we did find a collection of
Information
racist
useful, I hope.
cups.
Her bartering mind cannot fathom that you didn't ask anything in return.
Frankly, what was done was not pretty at all, but neither was it illegal. And it was...
No. Him once again to the rescue.
I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
How benevolent. Hopefully they'll help you sort this whole business out, if they haven't already.
No, they were, militant.
We cannot discuss the specifics of an ongoing investigation, ma'am. Besides, you haven't exactly been forthcoming yourself.
No, you haven't.
That is only fair. Well, I hope it yields something. Otherwise you'll have opened that door for naught. Anything else? The company did not send mercenaries after the Union. I told you in great detail about the mistakes my side made. And of course, I accept them completely.
Okay, that's
I
good.
just hope you don't share Everart's view on things. After all, as he said, one's dead now. The Pine certainly hasn't killed any of theirs. I wouldn't have taken Everart for a saber rattler. Was he surrounded by Union men he wanted to impress?
No, not at all.
It was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
I think
Or he wants you and me to believe he wants to go to war.
that too, but
There's always that risk, ma'am. But if I may offer my opinion,
please do. Kim, your opinions are bangers.
he means it.
Kim's
I'll
right.
think it over, Detective. Thank you for relaying this information to me.
Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
Yes, that's the talk about town. The Hardy Boys, they're called. Find the name rather amusing, honestly.
Yeah, so did I.
What you've said is quite enough. You've given me a lot to consider, and may have helped me prevent this conflict from escalating.
Oh, good.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later, down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Wonderful, we'll do that.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I have more
More
questions about
lessons in
reality.
basic reality?
What was the RCM
More
again?
less than the de facto law.
Yes.
We've been through this.
International Citizens Militia. We are.
Yeah.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law.
Yes, we've
The
been through
RCM's
this.
responsibilities are defined.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
There's
Thank you,
nothing
Cap.
basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Oh no.
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Oh, good lord. Nothing goes right.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. they will never forgive you.
Well, I'm not completely useless.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ravacholians get to keep the peace in Ravachol, and the Coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality,
Yes.
well, I'm here to help.
Yeah, let's give it a go. 666.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
No, I think that's all for now. Why is my bag showing? Alright. I looked at that.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Okay, so it's not anything useful.
You have no clue. So
It's
many
just a
walls
wall. Something's been painted over there. I'm not sure what. Was that there before? I don't know. But now I want to check everything. Above glasses. Alright, interesting. There's two things that could theoretically be interacted with here, but I can't for some reason. Don't know what that reason is. But hey, it's not late, not yet 11 AM, and I've already almost earned enough for my next night's board. Was that birdhouse there before? Alright, there's nothing else in here, is there? We need to go through to the other side. I'm sorry, children. Did I interrupt your thrilling throwing rocks at a corpse?
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Yeah, maybe I should just stick it in the
Documents
post.
inside the envelope still lack the required signatures.
It's not going to be that easy. We need to dirty our hands with the signatures. I assume that's the goal here.
Yes, unfortunately it is. Let's go. +1 logic, -1 authority. 1 visual calculus, -1 drama. Well, I am at a bit of a loss. So I think that's a good place to pack up for the day. Back again next week as usual. And in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that bollocks. See ya.